Hello, my name is Specialist Johnson. I was an 88 Mike in the U.S. Army. I enlisted in 2018. I left service May 2024. I separated due to the COVID vaccination, although my paperwork does not annotate me being as a COVID separation. It actually impacted my life quite a bit. I'd like to speak to you about a few different things, one of them being the FOIA 2600201 to the Defense Health Agency, which was concerning over 430,000 administered vaccinations in 2025 regarding the COVID-19. Well, that was supposed to have ended a while ago, but unfortunately, it's still being pushed heavily as it started. Recommended, not required, not mandatory. Uh, there was a few issues with the COVID vaccinations. The COVID-19 vaccinations, and more specifically the mRNA, appear to have only been approved only because the definition of the vaccine was altered to fit its purpose. However, to my knowledge, the military has stayed true to its original definition. As the current definition of the CDC and the U.S. military no longer reflect one another, um, we may be doing more harm than good when it comes to our service members, veterans, and their families. Prior to 2015, the CDC defined vaccinations as the act of introducing a vaccine into the body to produce immunity to a specific disease. Uh, Again, in 2015, the definition took a new spin, however, remained true to its original claim of providing immunity. The definition was changed to the act of introducing a vaccine into the body to produce protection from a specific disease. And then finally, May of 2021, the definition took on another definition. It took a new change, and in that it was reworded to be a preparation, as it was, a preparation that is used to stimulate the body's immune response against diseases. Well, that leads to question, with the safe and effective science-backed narrative, why does the definition no longer claim a positive response? Um, to my knowledge, the U.S. military has never altered the definition of a vaccination. Now, according to the DODI 6205.02, dated 23 July 2019, it says right here, June 28 to 2025, page 19, and defines a vaccination as a preparation that contains one or more components of a biological agent or toxin and induces a protective immune response against that agent when administered to an individual. Well, that sounds like it's changed quite a lot, doesn't it? Something that used to, replicate being sick and our body would develop a response, and now we're just openly pumping toxins into ourselves. Well, that sounds risky. So the mRNA vaccines were built on lies, and they're not safe or effective. As the Secretary of War, you should stop these biological weaponized injections immediately, and conduct a proper investigation, and then, have an actual course of action. You should justify the rule of law for crimes committed under our military service members, or onto them, I should say, myself included, along with all these other people. Uh, I demand an immediate investigation into the accountability of the COVID rollout, an immediate stop to the mRNA. Yeah, and I demand that you stop poisoning our military service members, the men and women, their families. It's not right. We expect no less than you to uphold the military values, professionalism, accountability, transparency, and uphold it. Basically, what was that? Leadership, loyalty, duty, responsibility, selfless service, honor, integrity, personal courage. But all those things that we espouse as military qualities, all that needs to be taken care of. And as far as that goes, if anyone you know, a friend, a family member, or a loved one was harmed, impacted, or otherwise had irreparable damages to their life, please print a copy of this letter, sign it, and send it to the Secretary of War. He has the power to make changes. Unfortunately, it seems that's not quite happened as of yet. Thank you.